Man, some of us are very busy when we are not doing the usual car stuff that we show on the channel. So while I'm waiting on parts for cars, I'm gonna just show you all, take you all with me, things I do on not a daily basis, but when I do car things, because I'm really only free on the weekends to do stuff like this. Just finished doing the video with Mustang Sally. I got her pretty much wrapped up, but there's still a few more things I need to do to it. Sometimes, man, I really don't have an agenda, but I really should start getting more organized. But today I'm working on the truck of mine that I've had for a while. The truck does not run, and I'm currently building the engine for it. I'm gonna build it, do everything I need to do to get it running, AC, yada yada. This truck is a 2000 something Chevrolet S10. It has a 4-cylinder in it, and it basically chewed the bearings up. Bearings got ate up and made itself a part of the rods and crank that's inside of it. So I have another block, or I should say I had another block that came out of a truck. We thought that one ran okay. It did not. It also chewed bearings up in it, and it messed up the timing chain. So it was back to the original one. I tore it all apart, cleaned the parts on the inside. The crank in that one was no good, so I'm gonna use the one out of the other truck, which is good. I've also had to buy a rod and piston because one of them was bent. Now, I do already have footage of me starting on the project weeks ago, so I'll probably roll that and let you all see what's going on with that. But since I'm not currently where the truck is, that's probably all I'm gonna currently explain. Not right now. What I'm gonna do is go get the crank. The crank is in storage, so I just have to go grab it. Let's learn how to put together a short block. Guys, I have a truck that I'm working on, and the motor was messed up in it. Long story short, it ate the bearings up, so put new cam bearings in it, stuff like that. I had to get a whole new crank for it. Got it covered up right here. I'm going as budget as possible on this thing, but we still gonna be clean, and we're not gonna skip any steps. This is not a V8 engine. This is a 4-cylinder engine for Chevrolet. It's a 2.2 liter, and I've got 2 cranks right here. Both of them are scarred up. So apparently these engines are popular for eating the bearings up on the crank, and it's so weird about these engines because the thrust bearing is right here on the back, and that is a first for me. I've never seen that. They're usually in the middle. Yeah, the crank that I ended up buying already had the journals cut, so that is how I know these engines are notorious for eating up bearing. I don't know why they made the engine like that. I already got the crank cleaned up. I put it in a 5-gallon bucket of solution, like the Evaporush, and this crank cleaned up pretty good. So I don't have much cleaning I have to do right there, but I do have to take these previous bearings out and put new ones in. Actually, the bearings in this block are actually new, but they're a size standard bearing, and they cut that crank 30 thousandths. So if you hadn't figured it out, 30 thousandths bearings are what's going in the block. Sure they see them in there. All right, I got the crank cleaned up, so just gonna get ready to lube everything up. Try not to spill it everywhere because this is some good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna put the caps in, and then I have plastic gauge in case I want to measure, which I think I'm gonna do. But you know, if you're pretty good at math and you know the different crank sizes and clearances, then you should be just fine. Man, don't mind my little station over here. Try to clean me up a spot since I'm doing it outside. Trying to get the caps cleaned up before I put the bearings in it. All right, man, I'm gonna try to ring this piston. There isn't like, a one formula, one way to do this. All right, man, check this out. This thing it's got claws on the end. They'll face up like that. At least that's how I found it on the previous piston. So it won't go like this. It'll go like that. Claws will be facing up. All right, man, when you put these pistons in, they go a certain way. Now this one I know because this is how I took them out. This is a new one, but I remember pulling them out like this because they had tabs going towards the back of the truck. Now in other cases, especially like something like a small block Ford or a small block Chevy, the chamfer on each side of the connecting rod, one would be deeper than the other one. And that one will, well, I can't really explain it, but two connecting rods will go on this journal. So the one with the deep chamber is gonna go chamfer. I'm sorry, the one with deep chamfer is gonna go up against the crankshaft, and the one that's more of like a 90-degree angle is gonna go towards the middle. Okay, since I know the piston is gonna go in like this, and that's gonna be the front of the truck, meaning the piston is gonna be like this. The top and the second ring, usually almost always you're gonna have them about 180 degrees from each other. So I could put the top ring gap right here, and then the second ring gap would be right here. And honestly, it's, no matter how you orientate everything, as long as the top and second is 180 degrees, and then you have the, let's just say, top ring, second ring, and then the expander right here. And then there's going to be two other rings that's going to go on top of the expander, top and bottom. You want to have one gap right here and another gap right here. right, y'all, this is gonna help us out a lot. I don't know if y'all can see that. On the top of that ring, it says up. So it's gonna go like this. Okay, now this is the top one. This one doesn't have any indication, and it doesn't have any type of shapes or chamfers on the corner. So this is not gonna matter which way it goes. Top on this side, second on this side. Then I got the expander, the middle right here. Then I got a gap there, a gap there, and this is the front of the engine. Don't know what the torque spec is, but see if we can get some clearance numbers on this. All right, y'all, this is what I got so far. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to kind of slow down on filming because I just ran out of storage on my phone. I actually have a GoPro, which it's a part of some of the video, but the battery went dead in it. I'm just now, getting equipment and stuff like that, camera equipment, but I'm gonna try to keep it as simple as far as filming. But right now, what I'm about to do, there is a plate on the back. This is where the camshaft goes, right here. On the back of that, well, it goes in there. But there's a plate that goes on the back of here too. So I couldn't find a gasket. I went and bought gasket maker. So I got it in the car. Gasket maker, put that on along with the cover that I got over here. And then I'm gonna use some ultra black because they didn't have ultra gray in the store, but it should work just fine. Got the ultra gray on and I got the gasket made. So I think I traced that out pretty good. Gonna put that on, torque it down, slide the cam in. All right, man, let's do it. Just want to show y'all this first. Cam tunnel is finally covered. I got the cover on the back with the gasket maker and the gasket. So that baby shouldn't leak at all. Man, got the timing chain on. Tell me what y'all think about that. They gave me some instructions right here. So